Obesity is one of the most prevalent problems in the United States. Not that long ago, my uncle told my cousin that he couldn't take him to an amusement park for his birthday because he was too fat to ride the rides. This actually wasn't a joke. My dad ended up taking him for his birthday just so he could enjoy himself. As someone who lives in the US and has lived here my whole life, I've seen the effects of this problem grow with time. Not only that, but I have been doing research on this topic for the past several weeks. The reason that this is relevant today is because the percentage of people who are officially considered obese has reached an all-time high and doesn't show any signs of getting lower. According to Linda Searing of the Washington Post, in an article later put on the National Library of Medicine, about 74% of adults in the US are overweight, and that includes nearly 43% who are considered obese. Today, I want to talk about why something should be done to encourage healthier eating habits and more exercise, and to discourage eating unhealthy foods. I will be talking about the health issues that come with obesity, the main causes for it in the United States, and potential solutions that can minimize the problem. One of the most obvious problems with obesity is that it takes a toll on the health of the individual, both physically and mentally. There are a multitude of different health conditions that can show up because an individual is obese. According to an article by the World Health Organization published this year, some of these health conditions include cardiovascular diseases, mainly heart disease and stroke, type 2 diabetes, osteoarthritis, and some cancers, including breast and colon. While these may seem like issues that only people who are excessively overweight have to deal with, this isn't the case. Again, according to World Health Organization, the risk of health problems starts when someone is only very slightly overweight, and that the likelihood of problem increases as someone becomes more and more overweight. To give a little bit of context, overweight is considered to be a BMI of 25 to 29.9, while obese is considered to be a BMI of 30 or higher. This is according to Yasmin Ali of Very Well Health, who is certified in cardiology. And these numbers are about an average of the BMI, and it changes depending on the gender of the person. The mental toll that obesity has on a person is pretty substantial as well. According to David Sawyer, who works at the Center for Obesity Research and Education, several studies have identified a relationship between depression, suicidality, and obesity. But what is causing the rise in obesity? The big reason that obesity is increasing so much in the United States is because fast food is so abundant, and eating unhealthy tends to just be a lot cheaper. According to a 2023 article by Emily Rogers on Drivers Research, approximately 2 in 3 people consume fast food at least once a week. While this number is already concerning on its own, what's even more alarming is that 13% of people consume fast food every single day. That doesn't help that fast food restaurants appear just about anywhere, as according to IBIS World in a 2023 article, there are 207,827 fast food restaurant businesses in the US as of 2023, which was an increase of 1.5% from the year prior. Since we're at the end of 2024, it's more than likely that this number has grown since. A lot of this has to do with the lack of work-life balance in the United States, as most people work too much to have time to prepare well-made meals. Trying to switch to a healthier diet is often a lot more difficult than just eating healthier food, as the price for healthier food is just higher. According to an article from Harvard in 2013, on average, a day's worth of the most healthy diet patterns cost about $1.50 more per day than the least healthy ones. In today's money, that equates to $2.03 per day, and that's rather significant, and as a result makes it harder to switch to a healthier diet, especially for people who are in less fortunate situations. With all this said, what can be done to fix this issue? There are a couple things that can be done, namely holding back on the aggressive working culture in the US and introducing a tax on unhealthy foods while eliminating tax on healthy foods. So again, there is a very prominent working culture in the US that typically shows people working way more than 40 hours to achieve certain goals. According to an article from Remote, this has led to more than 3/4 of full-time US workers experiencing burnout in their jobs. There is also a strong correlation between long working hours and the same health issues that arise from obesity, as most people who work are often stuck in an office, not moving. Reducing this pattern allows people to enjoy more free time, including focusing on themselves and leading healthier lifestyles. Introducing a tax on unhealthy food isn't a brand new idea, as many other countries have done it before, namely Hungary, Denmark, and the UK. According to Emma Smith of Cambridge University, Empirical data from health-related food and drink taxes suggest that almost all have been effective in reducing consumption of the targeted product. By introducing this tax on unhealthy foods in both grocery stores and in restaurants, in combination with taking away tax on healthy food, it should encourage significantly better diets. To review, the obesity rate has led to a poor quality of life because of the physical and mental health effects associated with it. The reason that these rates are rising is because of the absurd availability of unhealthy food, along with the unfortunately lower cost compared to healthy food, and encouraging fewer working hours and introducing taxes prevalent in other countries could help solve this issue. This is why I think something should be done to help lower the obesity rates in the United States. Something that you could do to help fix this issue for yourself is to decrease the amount of hours that you work so that you can focus on yourself. While there are many people out there who do need to work way more than 40 hours a week to sustain themselves because they're just in bad situations, there are also plenty of people who work way too much despite not needing to, myself included. Taking that extra time for yourself can be very beneficial in the long run. To fix this issue for everyone, advocating for the introduction of an unhealthy food tax while taking away tax on healthy food to the government is a big step in the right direction. An easy way to spread this message is to post it about and around on social media. And I hope that with these actions taken, obesity becomes no longer one of the most prevalent issues in the country today.